Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's Wisdom Wednesday. My name is Kristen Gear. I am the Director of Operations for BNI Arizona, and each week I come to you providing a weekly education nugget called Wisdom Wednesday that counts as one chapter education unit for watching. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's edition. Super excited to have you all with us. Happy February and happy International Networking Week. Did you know that BNI was actually the creator of International Networking Week? It is celebrated on the first full week of February all around the world. Now, its intention is to really showcase the amazing networking that can happen between incredible business professionals. So, one of the things that we want to celebrate during International Networking Week is really the benefits of networking. That's one of the strengths that BNI has created, is that in-person networking and collaboration. We have an incredible structure to our agenda as well. It's designed to create success for members, but also to create the best visitor experience as well. So I wanted to touch on some of the benefits of this specific week. Now, if you didn't see the post, we posted on our BNI Arizona main Facebook page some of the activities that BNI has going on this week for International Networking Week. Outside of being the Open here in Phoenix, it is also International Networking Week. And so they had intentional one-to-one activity on Monday. Tuesday was our International Speed Networking. Now, if you didn't know, that International Speed Networking event happens every Tuesday afternoon. So if you are looking to connect with professionals cross-state, cross-country, definitely around the U.S., you want to make sure to tap into that speed networking event every Tuesday afternoon. Now, tomorrow, Thursday, there is a bilingual speed networking at 3 o'clock Pacific Eastern Time. So make sure to check that out. Check out the post from BNI Arizona. It has all the links so that way you can get involved and connect with some amazing members from around the world. It's pretty cool. What we're focusing on this entire week, one is strengthening professional relationships. So I challenge you guys, start to set up, and it doesn't have to happen this week as far as like having the one-to-one, but start setting up more intentional one-to-ones with potential power partners. Focus for this year, I would say one of the biggest goals for this year would be to strengthen your relationships with potential power partners in your chapters, cross-chapter. I've heard lots of communication that several chapters are doing some cross-chapter power team action, which is incredible. So again, we want to make sure we're connecting, collaborating with all different professionals, right? Even connect with people in your own profession, because it's all about collaboration, not about competition when it comes to BNI. We also are encouraging quality referrals as we're going through this International Networking Week, because with networking, it's not about passing leads. We want to make sure that our focus is intentional around passing quality referrals. So let's make sure that we aren't passing leads. Now, a lead may look as if we are just sending someone a name with no contact information, right? That is a lead. So we want to make sure that when we're passing referrals, especially through the BNI system, that it has the contact information. Now, if it is a situation to where confidentiality, you can't put all of the details for that specific referral, make sure to put in the notes to contact you for more details. That way we can still log that information and give those quality referrals with all of the information. We also are supporting local and global businesses. That's one of the cool things about BNI, is that we are a global organization, but we're making local impact in all of the different BNI regions around the world. And here in Arizona, last year we passed over $151 million in business between our chapters, and this year it's already trending to surpass that, which is just phenomenal. So we want to keep making sure that we are logging all of the thank you for closed business. So all the business that we're receiving from those qualified referrals, we want to make sure to log it. That is actually the best way to say thank you to a member that has passed your referral, is to submit that thank you for closed business, because then it'll show up on their Palms report that they've passed that business to another member. Again, thank you for closed business is also confidential, so no one can see who submitted it. So you want to make sure that we're reporting it as much as possible. And then we can see how much business we're actually conducting from those referrals. If we're not logging it, then the numbers are a little bit skewed. So I actually think our number is a little bit low because not everyone is submitting their thank you for closed business. So make sure to submit it, guys. Even time block it on your calendar. Make sure that we're getting it in there because it really is important to make sure we're tracking all of that activity. We're building and developing long-term trust. BNI is not a get-rich-quick scheme, right? So we want to make sure that even as visitors are visiting and checking out BNI for the first time, that we're educating them that BNI is a long-term plan. It's all about building those relationships, but trust takes time, especially depending on the specific profession. Some professions take more time to gain that trust than others. There's some that you could pass business right away, but some it takes a little bit of building that trust to then gain that business and even be able to receive referrals outside of the chapter specific members. So make sure you're focusing on really building that trust and credibility with your fellow members, and having really intentional one-to-ones is where you can actually accelerate that trust. So we want to make sure that we're really focusing on those one-to-ones, especially for the new year. Set some new goals. How many one-to-ones that you want to have? How many relationships do you want to build? How many do you want to start? Because that will all in turn help work into more referrals and more closed business for you and your business. Now, networking definitely matters as far as the increased referrals, because when we're showing up to our weekly event, what are we doing? We're educating our sales team so that way we can gain more referrals. It's all about how we can educate each other more and more, which will then open up more business opportunities. You got to be there to win, right? Visibility is the very first key thing within BNI. So we want to make sure that we're taking all the opportunities that we can get for visibility within our weekly events, which will then build more credibility. We already talked about how you could do that through the one-to-one. So you really want to strengthen the relationships for this year. This 2026, if you're looking for more business, put a focus on building stronger relationships, because you'll notice that as you build those stronger relationships and you build deeper relationships, you're going to see an ongoing routine cycle of referrals coming your way. And it definitely earns long-term professional success. So within BNI, we have a lot of ability and opportunities to learn new things. When someone's new's coming into BNI, I always tell them, make sure to show up to your weekly event, build the relationships, have as many one-to-ones as you can, and learn as much as possible. And through that learning, we have our BNI Business Builder platform, which is changing. So this Friday is going to be the last day for Business Builder. And so our new BNI Academy is going to be where it's at. Once it rolls into BNI Academy, February 16th is the launch date. So make sure to check it out once it launches. I'll definitely be sending you guys all the information about it. But the login will still be your BNI Connect login through mybni.com. So mybni.com is the single platform moving forward that you can access BNI Connect, the BNI Academy, BNI Insights, all of the things, and the new AI feature, which is Ask Ivan. That's also going to be in the mybni.com. So make sure to check it out. It is active right now. So you can go to mybni.com, use your BNI Connect login, and you'll have access to the entire platform. So let's make sure, guys, that this week we're going in with intention of really focusing on building stronger relationships, especially through this International Networking Week. And so that way we can dive in deeper into passing more qualified referrals to each other. And of course, logging that thank you for closed business. The other thing with thank you for closed business, guys, remember that there's also an option to thank BNI for thank you for closed business. So if a past BNI member sent you business, make sure to log it. And then also for visitors, because they say each visitor passes about $1,500 worth of business to members, whether they join or not. That's the great thing. And right now there's a lot of buzz going around town. There's applications coming in for chapters all over town every single day. I get so many emails every day with all the applications that are coming in and applying to the different chapters around town. So let's make sure that we're continuing to spread the word and the amazing benefits of in-person and even online networking, and really through the structured system that BNI has to provide. So let's make it a great week, guys. Let's set up those intentional one-to-ones with maybe some potential power partners, or even checking out the system and seeing who in your profession you don't know that's in BNI. That way you can connect with them and start building some strategic relationships in your same industry. So if you ever have any questions about BNI or how to find people, and I'll provide lots more education on mybni.com coming up. And also Jeremy Walsh is doing a Tech Friday support call every Friday for 30 minutes. Make sure to check it out. We posted it on our BNI Arizona page as well. I will be definitely attending every single Friday because I love learning all the new innovations that's coming our way through BNI, and I will also educate you guys along the way. So if you can't make those Friday calls, no worries. I'm going to bring it to you during Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's Wisdom Wednesday. Oh, and tomorrow you're going to see the Power of One report coming out, so stay tuned on the new February numbers. Again, remember, Power of One is an average of a 6-month activity, so the last 6 months. Even though it's a monthly report, it does shift that 6 months. So it's always going to be 6 months of activity. And so all of those numbers will be emailed out to you all tomorrow. So looking forward to sending you my favorite email every single month of the Power of One. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this week's edition of Wisdom Wednesday. And as always, go log one chapter education for watching today, and we will see you all next week.